Hi guys, rachybop here, back with my Nintendo Switch this time to review it. I've had it for just over a week now. This is the Nintendo Switch Coral Edition, so I just want to talk about whether I think the Switch Lite is worth it, what the colour is actually like, and all that kind of thing. So let's get started with the colour. As you can see, I'm wearing this jumper for comparison. This is pink. This is coral. See, I was thinking it was totally coral, but in the last video I did, the unboxing, I was wearing a coral nail polish and it wasn't that either. So after a little bit of research, because I do think it changes in certain lights, it can look quite a nice subdued coral and then it can become really bright and glowy in other lights. It's almost like that now. I don't know if it comes across on camera. The best advice colour-wise I can give you is that it is coral pink. So if you Google coral pink, the first couple of colour codes that come up for that are very, very similar to this. If I hold it next to the screen, it's not pink. You can see it's not pink, but it's not fully coral either. Definitely somewhere in between. If you hold it against pink, it looks orange. If you were to hold it against coral, it would look more pinky, but it definitely has tons of each within it. I'm so happy I held out for the coral. This only came out last week in the UK, so we did have an extremely long wait for it, but so worth it. It's such a beautiful colour and it just lights up my day so many different times because it's so portable. You just leave it somewhere and then it catches your eye as you pass by, especially because it's so bright. I love the Nintendo Switch lights for that. They're such bright, beautiful colours and they're super portable, super light, not like a flimsy cheap light, but you can feel it's got stuff in it, but they are a solid, light, portable device. Great for on a plane if we ever get to go on planes ever again. Although the battery life, it goes down pretty quick. I'd say 4 to 5 hours before I need to charge it again. I haven't tested it continuously. I dip on throughout the day, on and off, an hour here and there. And I think that's about what I get. I'm sure in the Amazon listing it might say in a bit greater detail what the actual battery life is, but that's what I've found it to be. But super easy to plug in. But again, if you're on a long haul flight or long journey, it might not last you the full journey. That maybe if it's longer than 4 to 5 hours, you're probably going to need to stop or sleep. One of the major downsides of this, that I didn't realise at the time of buying it, is you cannot stream from it or record to YouTube, like mirror it to your PC, nothing like that. You cannot do it, which I'm quite sad about. It's a bit salty about it, but I'm still glad I got the Switch Lite because although if I'd have got the Switch, it would have done that. There are other features that I would be paying for, because there are a lot more than these, that I just wouldn't have used. I don't play locally with friends. I don't want to play it on my TV. I don't care about the controllers. So there's a lot of things that I don't care about that I would be paying for. But like I said, it's all dependent on what you need in a device. And you have to weigh up really whether it's right for you or not to get the Lite or just a normal Switch. But for me, this was too aesthetically pleasing not to get, and the regular Switch just wouldn't have done it for me. How the device looks and feels and makes me feel is such an immensely important thing personally. So value-wise for me, I mean there's a lot of hidden costs with the Switch as well. Like you're buying the Switch, this was like $199. I've seen them drop as low as $160 something when there was just the turquoise and the yellow. So definitely hold out for those prices if you can, especially for the turquoise and the yellow, because I've seen them drop that low. Don't pay $199 for those colours. Also, once you get it, you're going to need to buy some games. Animal Crossing, for example, £40 to £50. That's a fair whack for a game. So you've got to assess that into your cost. Maybe you want more than one game. To make it even more worthwhile, that's going to cost you another fair whack. And then you're going to need an online account if you want to play online with your friends. That's £3.49 a month or £17 something for the year. it's all additional costs that you might not be aware of. So just factor that in if you're trying to evaluate if it's worth it for you or not. Personally, I like to think, well, how many hours will I play it? How many days will I play it? And break it down from there. And then it becomes like, oh, okay, it's only going to cost me like £2 a day or that kind of thing. I've also been really impressed with the volume on this and the screen brightness. Let me just show you. And it does have in-game recording capability. So you can record 30 seconds of footage and you can take photos in-game and you can share them straight from the device, which I think is super cool. Plus when you turn it on, like it's linked up to your internet, which is great. You can play it very much as a solo experience, or you can play it with friends. And you can, as soon as you turn on the device, you can then, there's no like immediate sound, which is great, so you have time to adjust it up or down, because I like to sometimes play in the morning and I don't want it blaring out if I've had it blaring out the night before. It gives you that time to turn down the volume without making any sound whatsoever, which I love. The screen is smaller than that on my iPhone XS Max. Just open a couple of games here to show you. You can hear the sound is very good. So yeah, this is the screen difference. Such a crazy difference, look how big. But I really, really like the fact that, oh God. I really, really like the fact that this is a device on its own, and I think in this time, like the quarantine, lockdown, the time that we have, this time in life where we're so bombarded with social media and how it affects our mental health, I think it's really great to have a device that is away from everything else, that's just for your games. And I really like that, because as great as my phone is and I can get loads of games on there, and my laptop I can get loads of games on there, but there's always that easy distraction to other things on those devices. Like I can still get Twitter on there, I can flip to Twitter, I can flip to whatever, and then within 10 minutes I'm feeling rubbish about myself again. Whereas on this, it takes me away from all of that and I'm fully present in Nook's Cranny. Let's not say that. I actually don't have that built in yet. Let's not get distracted. I still need that. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else to say. It has a game card slot. Haven't had to use that because I've just been downloading via codes. It has a headphone slot, which is great. And you've got your power and your micro SD slot here. So all in all, a pretty awesome console. I'm gonna give it 4.5 big fat moos. I think it's pretty much perfect, apart from the fact that I can't stream to Twitch. I actually really adore it, and I think it's great for all ages. But let me know your thoughts if you have one or not down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video has been helpful to you, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!